Yes, people, welcome back. I'm here. You don't know the Copa is off, people. The Copa is off, and before I even say what I was going to say, bless up to everyone. Everyone that's supporting the video. Really appreciate it. As it's a busy time again for the Reggae Boys. Yeah, we going up against Mexico tomorrow night in Houston. Yeah, we are going down in the backyard. Right in them backyard we are going tomorrow night. Yeah, in a Houston. I think it will be around probably 8 p.m. Kickoff tomorrow local time in Houston. I think they're 1 hour ahead of. I think they're 1 hour behind the Eastern time. But I mean, I'm here, just to chit chat about the game tomorrow. Yeah, I'm here to chit chat about the game tomorrow, especially I think I might just drop a little analysis on that game last night that played versus Canada versus Argentina. It was a beautiful game of football. Trust me. Yeah, Jesse Marsh seems like he have made a big difference. Just by coaching that team in his third game of Canada reign. First competitive game, you have already, coach a team in two friendlies, he drew one, last one. I know he lost his first competitive game, but I know for sure, the Canadian team will walk away from that game with a little bit of positivity. They were most part of the game were in it. Yeah, they were in it, and I really thought, the Jesse March team, they were really brave. They really, you could see that Jesse Marsh have put his blueprint. Yeah, I know for sure he wouldn't say, the team is 100% where he want them to be. Yeah, but maybe if this man, had the job probably around 6 months ago, just getting in some more games and, getting the players them to get buying into that system, probably, you would see probably a better team, coming up against Argentina. But look, I don't think Canada could ever play any better than what they did yesterday. Tactically, I think, Jesse March have set up his team really well. Since the last two games before this one, he brought back Alfonso Davis in the defensive area to play his natural position as a left back, and I think that kind of suit him well. Previous coaches, put him to play, in that left wing, left midfield, in that more attacking role, just ahead of a left back position, and I think he got more room. I think, he allowed the game to play in front of him, and then, he take his time to drift into the game, and I think they have exposed, the Argentinian wing back, I think, Molina and Acuna. I think, both side, the right side and the left hand side, for Canada, they have both exposed, Leonard Scaloni, wing backs, the defenders, were okay, but I think, the Canadian, two strikers up front, David and Larin, I thought, they were a bit poor, in terms of the end product. I didn't see Jonathan David get in beyond, the back line as much. The wingers got around, in the Argentina back line. So I think, that's something that both strikers have to work on. They got a few look-ins, just that they just didn't take the opportunity. But, Argentina got so many opportunities where they could have easily killed the game off. But you have to big up the Canadian goalkeeper. He have made some massive save. He came up big when he needed, to keep the team in the game last night. So, it's just unfortunately, he just conceded, those two goals. But as I said, man, Canada should be proud of their performance. New coach, new system, everything is new. And I'm pretty much sure, for the last 2 to 3 weeks, Jesse March has probably, been working on that team, and you could see what he's trying to do. As I said, when you have a national team that is a coach, someone that's going to coach the players, someone that can get the best out of them on the training pitch and on the match day pitch. Yeah, that starting lineup. He seems like it's going to be a problem in CONCACAF. Yeah, it seems like that team is going to be a whole lot of problem. And next year it will be his second tournament in the World Cup, but they really preparing for that World Cup, as I think they with that squad and with some additions, the midfield and Estiquao, and Ishmael Kone, both midfielders were really fantastic yesterday. How many coach brave enough to come up against a big Argentina team with a 4-4-2, two central midfielders, and the wingers actually played sometimes narrow, sometimes they drift wide. It's just that understanding, they have already, under the new coach. It seems like, they have gotten that, over the last 12 months ago, so it's very interesting, man. It's very interesting. And if, they can continue with that performance, look, sky's the limit, for Canada. And I think if they can match that performance and add goals to it in their next couple of games, I think they can beat Peru. I think they can beat Peru and they can beat Chile. Those two teams are struggling. They are struggling. In their World Cup qualifier. Not the best of Chile right now. Not the best of Peru. Both teams going to play later today. And both teams are missing their big midfielders. Renato Tapia, he resigned from the national team, from Peru national team, because he's a free agent now. He just finished playing in La Liga for Celta Vigo, and he's telling the federation, look, I need insurance. I need wealth insurance. So if I go injured, there is a medical team that can take care of me. So he decided that he's not going to play in this year Copa America because some ongoing issues with him and the federation of getting insurance. So everyone is having their own issues right now with their own federation, and Arturo Vidal, it's not administration issue why Arturo Vidal is not around the Chile team. Arturo Vidal left out because of the coach decision. He decided that he's going to move on. He's going to take his time to move on from that old generation. But that's, I think, he should, they should be doing that, quite some time now. This Chile team have done their journey. But when I look on the roster, I still see Isla. I still see Sanchez. Sanchez is 35. I think Isla is around 34, 35. You have Claudio Bravo. He's still there. So you still have quite a few players. You have Pulgar. Pulgar is getting right into his mid-30s. So they have quite a few young players, but probably around 5 to 6 of the old heads are still in it. But I mean, let's see, if that Chile team, under Gareca, a farmer Peru coach as well, someone that brought them to the World Cup, so it's going to be a very good game tonight. I think it will be a very even game, but I expect probably that game might go 1-1, end of the result. I think that might go 1-1, but not much. But as I said, man, if Canada can really tap that performance, they can find themselves with a higher chance, of go through to the next round just by getting some result from Peru and Chile, because those two games they have, Argentina will be playing those two in their last two games. So, yeah, it's positive all around, for Canada. Really, really, look, I digest that performance really well, and looking at it, I'm like, it's just play a little bit positive. Sometimes you can catch the bigger opponents, the bigger teams, off guard just by you playing a little bit positive. You just sometimes don't give them much respect. And I was surprised to see how the Canadian team have pushed back the Argentinian, build up plays a lot of time. And a lot of time, especially in that first half, Canada had their starting position is 5 to 6 players in the attacking third, trying to close down, the Argentinian players, so it was a risky one. As I said, you're going to play like that, the opponent going to get opportunity, but you're going to need your keeper to come up in big moments, and their keeper did, but he just couldn't do it for too long, but positive for Justin March's first game, Canada first, Copa America. So, the Canucks, they should be proud of their national team, of how they played last night against the world champion and the defending champion of this tournament, as Argentina is looking for their 16 Copa America title to go one above Uruguay, So, as a next game in Group A, Chile versus Peru. Yeah? What time does that game start? Should time that game start today? The game start the same time as last night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, at Arlington, Texas, yeah, at AT&T Stadium. So looking forward for that. Yeah, looking forward for that. I'm going to sit tight and really watch that game, as I'm going to be watching that game. And the West Indies also play tonight. It's funny. I am going to say West Indies playing America in cricket, Super 8, knockout round. It's just crazy. Just crazy. The US is in everything right now. Man, everything. But yeah, crazy thing even happening over there, in the Euros. Crazy thing happening in the Euros, that Netherlands game and France game, it was just an even game, but I think France was the better team. They got the best opportunities to get on board, I don't think that goal should have even that goal should stay, it was the right decision to wave off that goal that Xavi Simons scored. But overall though, the Euros has been a lot of surprising, teams, popping up in the Euros. Just the performance, Ralph Ragnick, the Austrian manager, I could understand now why he really turned down the Bayern Munich job. Yeah, it seems like he smells something. Yeah, he smells something, that he can really achieve with this Austrian, team. And they are what, 4 points, I think, now. So more likely, probably 70-80% already 1 foot in the knockout run, because you have four, you have the top two, and then the four best third place going to qualify for the round of 16. So they already have a foot in. So yeah, I'm looking at that Austrian team and energy, the passion, the fight, the understanding of playing, their structure. It is really good. It is really good. I'm admiring all these smaller teams. Like, what is really going on, over here, looking at my team, So, hopefully, tomorrow we can actually see, improvement, from our national team, just like all the rest of the world. The smaller teams are really, playing some positive football. They bringing the game to the opponent, and Austria team, they without David Alaba and the striker, I don't know, I can't pronounce his name. I think it's Khalek Senak, something like that. They without two of their big star players, and Arnautovic he's just going to lead the team in the end, and he's going to get called upon whenever they get opportunities. So he's going to have a lot of pressure, to deliver, So Ralph Ragnick, very good young team, and playing with a swagger. I love watching this Austrian team. Even the Albanian team, the Albanian team. Just I saw how they played Croatia. It was a wonderful game. It's just non-stop running. Like our midfielders, I hope they really, I look power really are going around the world, because who's in the midfield, Kari, those players, there were Latibodier, Casey. What they're really looking, Lambert, it's a non-stop running action. Look at how the Canada midfield too, it's a non-stop running, and Canada played Argentina without a CDM yesterday. Yeah, they played Argentina without a CDM. They have two players, that one play for FC Porto and one play for Watford in the championship, and they bring the game to them. They get on the ball. They support. It's just crazy how you see that balance. How they really shuffle across to help the wingers. I think one is I think one is Liam. I think one of them is Liam. That left hand, the boy that played on the left hand side. In the championship. He played really well in front of Alfonso, and then you have Buchanan. Didn't really have his A game, but he played to the standard of how the coach want him to play. So I hope I can see something tomorrow like that. Us coordinating together. Shuffle across, helping out each other. Playing it with passion. It's going to call for a lot of running tomorrow. Running. That's one thing. That's one thing in football. When you're not playing properly, when you're playing with an unbalanced team, the team is not coordinating together as yet. It's not really well 100% gelling together. You need to at least make sure that you fight for everybody and you work and run. You never stop run. Yeah, it's 5 changes. Yeah, so I'm waiting, for hold on 1 second. Yeah, so I'm looking, forward for the game tomorrow. Yeah, I'm looking at it after the game, and I supposed to add, someone to come on here, and do give his prediction, drop his preview on around the team. Yeah, some of the things that highlight around Mexico and the Jamaican national team. So I'm just I'm waiting, but if he's not here, probably in the next few minutes, and I'll just go ahead and just start to run the show. But it's very bright right now for us. A lot of people have their doubt. A lot of people have their doubt on this team. Me, I'm not having any doubt at this moment, as who watching the show over and over will know my stand. Yeah, this is the right time to be in this tournament. This is the right group. I think it's the best fit for us. The competitive of the three teams. In the group alongside us, it's going to see where the quality, of our national team is at. I understand. So hopefully, we can get the positive results. But Holland, yo, you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear, man. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
respect my
man.
father and
Clear,
daddy.
I hear
Well,
me
what?
clear. Turn up
Yeah,
your
man, clear.
mic little bit. Turn up your mic little bit.
Can you hear me good? You
Yeah,
hear
man,
me?
ear, but man, low.
All right, you hear me clear?
Yeah, ear, but turn up the volume little bit.
It turn up,
I'm running for the
It,
microphone.
it turn up.
Turn
Say
up.
turn up. Yeah, turn up. Me can't go no further. Turn up.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
But
Man,
one
I
thing,
want to put.
you hear me though.
Yeah, ear, man. But
All
what
right.
about
Man.
earphone?
So, yeah, man. So, all right, now welcome. Thanks to accept the invitation. Really appreciate that, Daniel.
Hold
But
on.
what one?
Yeah,
You
ear?
hear me?
Yeah, ear?
Yeah, man. Yeah, say yo. What one? How was the day, man?
Yeah, man, you know the day. Life is here, bro. All our
Yeah,
day, I got me go there to the same, man. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And without
yeah.
father God.
Look. Today is the last night, before, the game start. And as I said, you saw anything of the Canada game and Argentina game?
Yeah, man, watch it live, man.
Yo, what do you think about that performance from the Canadian team?
Well, the Canadian team, them come out with a game plan. Them know say yo, them are gonna show up to the Argentina team. Them not gonna
Yeah,
back down.
Yeah.
You can literally see that the coach come out with a strategy, how them are gonna press, how them are gonna high press them, step up them back line
Yeah.
and move in formation and small up the field, the pitch. So Argentina gonna get no chance to play the ball, the midfield ball game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them kind of black out Argentina game in a way. And them match Argentina, them intensity, them try to cut down them intensity and make them know say yo, we they are at the same level, we are on the same level. We're not world champions, but we can test you know.
Yeah,
Bring out our
but look, Daniel, what really surprised me though with the game yesterday. Jesse March's first competitive game, and the man come like him stamp in blueprinting at the team already.
yeah,
Like you
bro.
could see that he's a coach that he coached the players him to know and let them have that understanding of what he really want. And he's a very demanding coach.
Yes. Yeah, Murray, the coach, cause I see him on the sidelines, like him a talk to the team, him get up and him passionate about the game. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Him a talk to him team, him get up. The camera show him couple time well, where him a direct the player them and I say, yo, do this, do that. And I put belief in the player them and I put more confidence after them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you kind of the audio it a come through, but you have like it dip for like a second and go and come back in.
You know, I have in a ear at the earphone I'm put in so I not hear you clearly.
Oh, you not hear me clearly.
The one side which part of mic there
Yeah.
kind of have a little shots. So
Oh, okay. But all right, watch it now. We're gonna get into the game. We're gonna get into the game. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Let's get into the preview. As I don't want to waste much time. Look, one win in six. Last time, 2017 was the last time we really get the best of them. But one thing though, these games against Mexico, it showed that there's always goals. There's always goals in the games. Yeah, but tomorrow though, first thing first, what's the expectation you're expecting from the boys first in hands?
well the expectation of the boys when me are expect for tomorrow, them are gonna come out with an egg game. Them want this Copa yeah. The players them think them want to be shown in this Copa America. Like the players who have especially the Damari Gear, you have the Bobby Reed,
Yeah,
Antonio, you have the Casey Palmer them. These guys now want to go back pre-season back at them club and them in the big Copa and them a show them class where
yeah,
them a go back at England or them big club to say oh we play against them boy or win a match. We beat up the Mexico them in our first match, you know what I mean? Them want to show them class on this big stage. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right, because you said big tournament, they want to prove that, and go back to their club with their chip on their shoulder that, they have done really good in the Copa. And I don't think the coach really need to be stressing and motivating the players. I think this tournament is just too big enough for these players not to be motivated. Plus, wearing the national colors and that JFF badge on your chest. They should be doing those stuff with pride, with passion. So that is just the bare minimum, we should be expecting at least. Yeah. But when I really look around this Mexico setup, the back line, Daniel, I don't know if you're aware, but the left back position, in the Mexican team, yeah, it's a little bit shaky. They are without their talisman, as the coach overlooked him. And I think the coach is overlooked so many players in this squad. His name, the left back, Jesus Gallardo, he's not in the team. Yeah, the coach is looking at different players, and it's a little bit of inexperience. One player, Artega, the one that took his job, play for Monterrey. he had 24 appearance for the national team, and the other player, I think Brian Gonzalez, he's around 22. He's not even have 5 appearances. So this will be, I think, a first major tournament, where he will start in the game. He went to the last World Cup. He didn't get on the pitch, but this is his opportunity. The issues around the Mexican camp, a lot of issues around. So they will be having a lot of pressure going into this tournament, as they are getting an opportunity that this is a once in a lifetime, for these players. So I mean, Jorge Sanchez is another player that he's not playing well. He's not getting a lot of games for. I think he played for FC Porto. Yeah, we have two brilliant wingers in our squad. Cephas, and you call the other one named Demari Gray. You expect both players should be starting at the same time. See that limit amount of real, like the speed we have on the bench. We don't really have much wingers in this team that who have lightning pace like Demari and Cephas. Would you go inside and that the coach would start both wingers?
Well, I would start. I'm looking at it. I would start both wingers, but just listening to a local the conference, the press conference, when I hear the coach say, "Oh,
Yeah,
his team playing style is like the England style." The match that played yesterday, he said, team style is like the England style, but I hope it would have been more better than that. How England play, you know what I mean? But I would use two wingers
yeah,
to Mexico, they kind of work fast and thing, but the wingers them we have, like the Cephas and Gray, I think it would put Mexico. We would have stamped, would have push them back. Them not go really want all wingers them I think would have changed them game plan with them now. You know what I mean? Them would have consider if them are gonna really go all out attack, the Mexican them stay. You know what I mean?
kind of go in and out, back again.
Yeah, hear me clear?
Yeah, you got continue
The
upon that
the
trajectory. Yeah,
Mexican them stay like they are fearless when them come out to play, no matter who is on
yeah,
the field or which ball them have. So we with our firepower we have with our quick wingers, I think our wingers will push their team back and change up their game plans. You know what I mean? Them never witness the Cephas, they maybe see clippings of him, but they
yeah,
never play against.
yeah.
So I think using
Hold on, one moment there, Daniel. One moment, one moment. Let's get you on a different way because you kind of go in and out. I want it come through clear to the audience. Yeah, I am
yeah, hear
hearing
me clear?
no, I am hearing but sometimes the audio go a little bit low and then come back up. So I don't want the people who are watch are strain them ears, if they are listening. So here what I'm gonna do. Me go punch you out from the box right now, and I'm going to call you a different way. All right, and
All
let's
right.
see if that works that way. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Ah, yeah. So want to hear him clearly, people, as it's not coming through clearly. Let's get him a different way. Let's see if I can work it this way. But look, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We have Demari Gray. We have Cephas. Two of think he's trying to get him up, but it's not connecting. So this is what I'm saying. We have two really good wingers, right? We have two really good wingers, but when you really look in the squad, we don't really have much like four wingers as the Mexican. They have so many wingers. You look, there's no Leon, there's no Jamal. Um, I mean, Bobby Reed, you wouldn't really say is a flying winger, but he can do a job there. Um, yeah, you hear me now? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So all right. So what me I say now, me I say about the wingers. We don't really have enough wingers. But me, look personally, bro, me would love to get Cephas on the pitch and Demar at the same time, as I think both players can cause a lot of problem, with the Mexican team, especially they're weaken, the fullback. Usually the fullbacks usually be that pivotal point to their attack. But I can't say that at the moment with the current state of their wingbacks, their wingbacks, in their season, so the left back, Artega and Brian Gonzalez, both players, when you combine them together, they dispossess and how much time they have dribble pass, both players, match that they played is 33 match combined and they have dispossess and dribble pass 50 times combined. So they are not the best 1v1. So yes, that's all I would love, how our wingers to be play against them. But if my issue now, if Demari Gray and Cephas, what's that? If Demari Gray and Cephas, what? No, if Demari Gray and Cephas, on the pitch, who would be that game changer to come? If one of those players are tired, which player we can really select over? Huh? You'd have Dixon off the bench. Yeah. You would have Boyz or Antonio off the bench. Either one of them. So, and I think normally, even when Bailey was in the team, when they already have nobody explosive coming off the bench, like as a winger. Yeah. So, I wouldn't think it would be a problem with the team. We would have wanted the best players then we can get the attack going forward. Yeah. And we can get some early goal. Yeah. So I would want to bench the best players that can give us the attacking section early in the game when everybody when an outside out there. I don't want to see us come on when like say Casey Palmer will come off with the midfield or a next one a good player who can pass the ball with. Leave the midfield, but I want to see them with the strongest possible team. 15 Cephas and Gray. Yeah. Yeah. But I want to see the team more when they more under control play than when they put on some other player. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. But when I mean, look at that, I could say, all right, then maybe you're going to have that side where you're going to have that speed on that side, and then the other side you have that balance, that someone that can really drift in and create a little bit more overload. Because if more likely we would play with that three at the back, two double pivot, and the Mexican, they would have at least 3 to 4 players drifting in the midfield, running around different positions, and that's what they did in the last game we played, the semi-final. A 4-4-2. The two wingers, they actually come right in as a twin number 10, and then you will have one of that front two, one of, I think it was Eric Sanchez, he dropped in the middle. So sometimes at times you have 5v3 in the midfield, and we got overpowered. And so I don't think you want to take risk on that, because they are more superior, in the midfield in terms of their technical ability. The ability to hold on to the ball. Our players are less, to those players, So that's why I'm saying maybe, play that to the shift, because I see even Canada done it last night. Buchanan, was the player on the wing, on the right side was playing really wide, and the right back Johnstone was playing inverted, And then you have Liam Miller, the one that played just right in front. Alfonso was giving him that extra man in the middle to make it be like a 3 versus 3 with Argentina midfield. So so that's why I'm just thinking like, that's all, maybe it can go when you're playing against team that is more technical and going to have most possession of the ball. But I mean, you're the last show that you dropped some comments. What would be your best two midfielders in front of back three?
The best two midfielder, wow.
The two best midfielders I think can like possible.
Alright, I'm a team with that. I'm a team with that set out. Because I have a line up on my set out here.
Yeah.
Cephas off the bench. I mean? It's two ways. Cephas.
Yeah.
Start with Grim.
Yeah.
And we have Bobby V we did Agro on the other wing.
Yeah.
And we did kind of the two best midfielder when I read it. What would I want to see is Casey Palmer, Kyle and
yeah.
In that right there. Because if you're using three center back, and Damon Low, I wouldn't want to put Damon Low back in that midfield. Because, like, you do the last Panama game, like him overturn some ball with that progress quicker. You know what I mean? And we playing that low block, I don't think, with the coach playing the low block, I don't think it would have fit the Damon in the midfield, progress the ball and dribble the ball out, really start the attack the right way. You know what I mean? And make the right decision. So we can't waste the attacks when we're ready to go forward. And we can delay certain pass and we think low up that in his game.
Yeah.
So Carroll, Palmer, and Carroll would have been my real double pivot because Anderson, I think, would have get the same, could have get that defensive role as well, like Low would have do.
Yeah.
And more more intelligent with the tackle.
Yeah.
People were running on the right foot at the right time. You know what I mean? Palmer would have been the man, he would have mostly at the ball foot. And make the players go forward and make dribbles. If Gray come down and Palmer can look forward, create some space. Palmer do the dribbling, go forward. You know what I mean? Kind of that skills. And Carroll and this as well. He can dribble the ball, go forward. He might not be that perfect with the dribbling. But he have the ball under control, where you go forward with it and make space, create space to the attack. You know what I mean? If you're using the back three. But Damien no game I would have using in the back three, he can push up as a seeding at times depending on how the team shifts and how we're going forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I would have set it. But I really watching the Canada game, a game like that,
yeah.
There is strategies and thing to the game.
Yeah.
But if Mexico really playing that I intensity game, I'm gonna see that low would I really need it. Because I would have, if I was a coach, I would bench put Carriman second. You know what I mean? Carriman second half, him can give the team a vibe coming up. You know what I mean? Second half in the game, if any players where you might see lacking in certain area, maybe in the defense, you want to switch up certain things as a coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my preferred formation, as I said, the back three, my back three would have been Pino, Rezardin, and Bernard. These guys, them can pass for the ball good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pino, very composed with the ball. Rezardin, I think he must compose as still, but him bring that rough runs between game as well. Him can dribble out to the ball, go like go forward with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At that point, they have him in the team as a midfielder. But I want him to rough up that midfielder for me, because him understand the game. Him can, as I said, dribble the ball good. And intercept well, read the game well, and start the attack continue. You know what I mean? And Bernard, him kind of good buck out ball in rough as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the Mexican them keep now the manage him and around.
Yeah, I think that back three is very good, and it comes on to set piece as well.
Yeah. And Limby as my right wing back, you have Gregory,
yeah.
my left wing back.
Yeah.
He use up them speed to forward, but I always want to see Gregory and Dexter make forward, support the players and create the triangles them. Be like always on them feet on the field, you know what I mean? Ready for pass with the ball and ready for pass out and thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Bobby Reed, I said the reason why I have Bobby Reed, Bobby Reed and Sheba, but the reason why I have Bobby Reed on the right hand, as they say, have control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Defensively.
Yeah, defensively.
On the right hand side would have solid defensively, and Bobby Reed is a man on the block. He would attack in a game and give players direction. So. And the set of game them like when Anderson, the Grenada game and the 80 game, the last year window.
Yeah, I think you'll play them.
I see good combinations with Gregory and Anderson and Bobby Reed over that side. Defensively, them have them ball knowledge, how them learn them football. But see them click over that side. You know what I mean? For the past game, maybe the Panama game, when Anderson come on, you can see him and Lee have a look of chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, they have a look of chemistry over there. That's why I'm not one. Even at the midfield, because they get the defensive.
Yeah.
They get a defensive game. They're willing to run, willing to go forward as a number 8. You know what I mean? And they're willing to learn. And if you hold the ball and put make the passes, then I think this Mexico game would have fit it.
Yeah.
Because the thing, the ball game where you play and look like they make tackles and they go for tackles and you have the energy there in that game as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But those things that Mexico game would unleash this youth their potential.
Okay, right. Yeah, I think I kept saying it over and over. When the coach going to have that 100% confidence in the young kid, unleash him, let him play a little bit more consistent. A lot of people saying, oh yeah, League One midfielders coming up against top midfielders in Copa America. No, it's not just that, because you have Ishmael Coney, a player that started last night for Canada. A lot of people would look at him and know that, look, this player is a championship player. You get what I'm saying? He's young. He's, I think, around 23, 24. So once you have that heart, once you have that ability and that willingness to do the extra and, play the game as so it should play, I don't see why, he can't start. And I think his potential of a midfielder, I think there's no one in this team right now, especially as a deep line midfielder, have the potential and the skill set just like Kirai Anderson can really play the football, And when I watch him, every time when he play, he's always positive. That's one thing I love with him. He's always positive in gameplay. When he get the ball, his first attempt is always to get the ball up in the attacking third. And get in the attacking players in the game. He want to play less balls behind our side hands. You will get that from a Joel Latibodier. You will get that from a Kevin Lambert. You will get that from a DJ. And Kirai is a two-sided player. As much as though he might use the left foot less, but he's a two-way player. He don't scare to turn on the left-hand side in the midfield and switch the ball. DJ, every time in that damn game, DJ have to take out 4 or 5 touches to get on the right side. So the space already got close up. So that's why him always like a pass side and pass. He's a very good player. But I just think, as you said, Casey and Kirai, I think it's a good combination. But I'm just worried a little bit with the structure and the team are gonna play. Is that the team are gonna play a lot deeper? Because if the team are gonna play deeper than like what we saw in the US game, I think Casey will actually be starved. His potential will actually be starved because he want to unlock his attributes, his skill set of create for the team. And I think that's where he's kind of getting a lot of a negative place. He's playing too deep. When you get the ball in the midfield, there's sometimes literally no one really near him around, to collect the ball and move forward, so.
Well, in that case, reason being, I think, is the way how the coach the players and the instruction when them get on the field.
Yeah.
When you train, is the way how you play. There's no way you can have level man on the field.
Yeah.
You are playing professional ball game.
That's
and
true.
you cannot make couple that's on the field and make triangles. That's one of the first things we learn when I'm playing. When I just start playing football as a youth.
Yeah.
As a 6-year-old. You make triangles, you make the passes, then when you go this. These players are professional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in the Canada game, you see come the Panama game.
Yeah.
I see combinations.
Yeah, patterns was there.
I see Panama.
Yeah.
I see Panama, but when Bobby coming out of the midfield, you see 1-2 movements and the play go forward. It's just movements on the field,
Yeah.
And the ball are working, bro.
Yeah.
It's not something there, bro. The football, make good work. All they do, you move in space past the ball. Move. So I think the coach need to work on those. You can't free for pass over the ball.
Yeah.
And your team, when you coach a team like that, it's like you put a doubt in the players' abilities. You know what I mean? If you have a coach a team like that, so sit back.
Yeah.
It have a develop a losing mentality, like go for goal.
Yeah, that's right.
From a ball till now, the first thing people I go for my goals,
Yeah.
I sit back.
Yeah.
And that year I go for goals. So I can't say I can't play defensive, but the team, they play defensive. But attacking wise, I don't see the combination where when I see this happen in a training. I never see that on the pitch for Jamaica and that's the that thing happen in a training. Where I see the coach I work on the player them and I work on tactics and strategy. I want to see that player there with the team.
Why I think confused, Daniel. When I like the attacking part, it just confused. I just can't the player them come out and a play like that. I fear come from somewhere. You get what I say? It must have come from somewhere. But as I say, bro, this game, this tournament, I will prove if this team ready for the World Cup and actually ready. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, if for the Canada team I would play probably 6-7 months ago, it would have been a lot more difficult game, You understand? And look at how they can match Argentina movements. And let's go like, really man for man. They are not so superb. Those 11 players that started in the Argentina game for Canada, they are not superb than our best 11. They are CONCACAF level as well.
With the Canada game still, if it wasn't for Blakey, and the first 15 minutes of the game, would have 4 goals scored out.
Yeah.
And Canada missed them chances.
Yeah, they missed their chances and Blake saved us.
Right in front of the goal. Bro.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say, bro, I don't. You know what I mean? So them could have beat it.
Yeah. Yeah, they
first half and done the game, but
yeah.
it's just got them on our side. I just feel like with this Jamaican team, like gotta say, what for the time for go through, and no matter what,
But
on the have to go through.
you see,
But
Daniel, you see the previous coach for Canada, Mara Bielo, he kind of have that similarity trait. I know, he set up that Canada team, less more attacking than defending, so he's more like if I just keep the balance of the game, starting from the back, and he was focusing less on the attacking players. And look, new coach came in, and it's just a little switch flick. So that's where we are reflect back on our team, and we're like, the coaching, it a hit at the problem. The stuff that the players are learning on the training ground, that is where the big difference is with this team.
How you see the national team set up?
Yeah.
I think people within the case, even the case, why am I there in the team? They see the belief.
Yeah.
And the same professionalism we were talking about is like the belief and like the backing of the culture part of Jamaica team, really the inner the team, not instilling in the players in.
Yeah.
Why who we are representing for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The team really have that thing that tweet that I know, like maybe some of the fans are not really come out past a couple of games and come full out the stadium. The team not have that real connection to the people and to our beliefs, to this country.
Yeah.
They may be everything of them, but there's no backing towards or no purpose towards the thing to say, this way I play for you.
Yeah.
This way I play for. And I think in a daily case though, it may have a point, yes. But this more play for Ray and Ray.
Yeah.
So him as a Jamaican way, him have the spotlight.
Yeah.
Him have the man we have the brand, like the biggest footballer where people know.
Yeah, recognized worldwide. Yeah.
Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely.
Something that pressure, I must say, we believe that what the purpose.
Yeah.
All the man them now try them see a find a purpose now. But we are good at we are play the match. Then we are do them part. So I think him can fed up at that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I realize the team the purpose of this. And it can demotivate him too. And some of the fans have beat him and them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
so with the team,
yeah.
I just think that I want to overtake the backing, with the country.
Mm-hmm.
That I want them we can think that the team really, you know what I mean? And the coach now, that's it. Him, as we tell the interview,
I know, me listening to I know. I when we come on live, me see.
It's just a 1 minute video, me see in a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
You say your film style, like that style, defense, one day and day. But
hold on.
I think as a coach,
yeah.
And for a nation like we are going to Copa, we really don't have nothing to lose. We have no one to
yeah, we should see some positive in our gameplay.
Country. But say maybe if we lose so we have to try hold out and try to we think we feel show and unleash the players them talent in our style of football, not for us defend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unleash out your team. I want to watch the Venezuelan team when they play the Brazil.
So, hold on there, Daniel. You say you listen to 1 minute. Alright. So, I see a 3-minute video, put out 2 hours ago. And when me compare here, me just see it. So, alright, here. Make we listen the 3-minute clip the full clip and hear what the
You
coach
see
has
it
said.
on the WhatsApp group?
No, I saw it on the JFF page. It's a three. Yeah, sorry. So, all right, here one. Here him as you know.
The head coach of the Reggae Boyz, Heimer Hallgrimsson. Coach, firstly, our first game is tomorrow against Mexico. We've been in camp for a couple of days now. How helpful or beneficial has it been being in camp for this length of time?
Well, we've now had five sessions here in Houston. I think it's been really fruitful. We've covered a lot of things now. Of course, we're not only thinking about Mexico now. We're doing things like set pieces and stuff that we'll use for the rest of the campaign, because in between game 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 is only recovery days. So we've tried to work ahead, but really good facilities. The Jesuit College has provided a really good service, and the hotel, the people here is really nice and helpful. The Intercontinental here in Houston, so really a 10 out of 10 from Commonwealth, the services that we are provided here. So everything is spot on, and hopefully we can be the same when we face Mexico tomorrow.
And for you, coach, you've had many experiences being the head coach of national teams, coaching in Euros, World Cup, Gold Cup, now Copa America. How much are you looking forward to this experience?
Well, it's going to be a huge competition, one of the biggest ones, I would say, probably the one below the World Cup. Now the Euros is being played at the same time. I think Copa America is even bigger than Euros in terms of people watching TVs and all of that. Probably at least a similar size of competition. So it's a big tournament. It's a privilege to be here, and for Jamaica to be in this competition is good for the now and also for the future. It's a lot of experience that the players will gain, the federation will gain for taking part in this competition. So looking really forward to this hopefully 4 or 5 weeks together here in US.
And as you know, coach, there are Jamaicans all across the US, and I'm sure you'll be, looking and hoping to see lots of Jamaican fans in the stands with their flags and their colours all over.
Yeah. A little bit scared of tomorrow playing Mexico, and it's a sellout. What is it? 72,000 seats sold out. I guess it's probably the majority is Mexican, so it's going to be like they are playing at home. But hopefully we can silence them tomorrow, and we will hear them. In the Jamaicans that will be in the stands, and I know they will do their best, even though they will probably be a minority tomorrow.
Yeah, so him talk about set piece. Like the only local team talk about right there, Daniel, about set piece. Working on. Don't ever turn your AC on. Working on set piece and all that. 5 training sessions since they touched down in Houston. Monday, and I guess today they had that training session. So hopefully, he can work on all, the weakness of the players and try for, what we really want to see from the coach. I want, I saw that, you have a really good man management, to understand and manage the group of players, but what we really need for probably hear a little bit more on how, he's getting the best of each individual players in the team. Players working on the instruction, that position. The players can really understand, like, look, this is what really needed, in this situation for your position at this time. So everyone can have that understanding and everyone can have that belief. Him already have the man management skill. Him great on that interview, him great on that, but we just need him to start unlock, some little individual attributes of each player, so it can really mold everyone together, and everyone, can be on that same page, writing on the same book. You understand? No skip around.
Yeah.
Coordinate. You get what I say? So
the whole team are coordinate together, no worry, none of that, and going.
Yeah.
Our major problem is, bro, it's moving forward. You know, when our team say like a break on the attack, or the break get the ball on the pitch.
Yeah.
For all these people move run go forward from the middle.
Yeah.
To go forward for distract some, you know what I mean? Distract defenders running in from midfield, bro.
Yeah.
So we can square in a ball and push back the team. We need to see that.
Yeah.
We need to see that the team on where we go down the wing. It can push back them team, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need to see numbers that go forward. The team fear small up the field. Everybody fear forward together because I just saw the ball there. So
Yeah.
if you agree lose the ball in attack,
Yeah.
the defense line has set up offside trap already. They must set up traps to cover or for win by the ball. But when we compress and break it back on one way, the team was in a set up small, compress, compact. So if anything from lose the ball, we can win it back quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't want to agree alone about attack him and one person in the box or two persons that got tripod that's struggling for the team. Team don't play like that.
Yeah.
This is modern day football. One man can't do the work.
Yeah.
Think when they do a team like build a team like that, go together, defend together, attack together.
Yeah.
It take the pressure off one player, you know what I mean? And it build everybody confidence, guys. Everybody are work together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the problem we have with Jamaica team.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Continue.
Yeah, man. That needs to fix up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That need to fix up with the national team. Put team with the beliefs and everything's go call.
Yeah.
One, we're get the ball. One girl get the ball and we what the team are gonna do. Everybody are going.
That's the thing. That's the thing when I have that understanding. Not even great, but when before, you know, like we're defending deep and we get that ball to go in a transition. Who is the first pass when we win that ball back? You know, we you know, like we're defending and we win that ball, you know, from the Mexican, you know, this, you know, our defensive third. Where is the first run going to come from? So that player know that he is the outlet. Just like bring it back to a David Moyes team. You know, they're defending deep. You know, you have a Sojek, you have a Edson Alvarez, I have a James Ward-Prowse in the midfield. Once the defenders win the ball or the midfielders win the ball, everyone is looking for Jared Bowen. He is the outlet. You get what I say? He is the outlet. Once him system West Ham win the ball, him start run. Because I know, say, anybody who picked up the ball in space and have that time can give him the ball, it will come to him. Just like when Bowen get the ball, Antonio will be looking to move as well. And if Antonio realizes that, look, Jared Bowen isn't available anymore, they locked him out, he decided to drop a little bit deeper to compensate that space so he can actually be plan B to win the ball. And then Bowen then start to move off his shoulder. And then, you know, you will have an option there. And then by the time all that happens, you don't have Paqueta or, you know, once was Benrahma on that left-hand side, you know, Kudus already drifting in space. So that's what we have to like, you know, when our midfielders win the ball, where is the outlet? That should be the first thing. Because I got to defend it. The coach have said it. The stadium I got full. It's going to be an away game for us. Anywhere in America, Mexico will full the stadium. It's going to be an away game for us. You understand? So, and I think, you know, with us playing as the underdog at times, yeah, it's more fair for us in that position, in that way. And if you probably, I don't know if you're doing it, but you listen to some of the North American, the journalists and the people not really talking about Group B, they're not having Mexico as the top teams to run away in this group. You know, they have Mexico to drop points. Some people have Mexico not to even make it out of the zone. You know, that's how bad it is.
Melissa people to Jamaica come out. Now at least.
Yeah. Yeah, people have predicted us to get out of the zone because it's that bad at this moment with the Mexican team. Look, people, look, they have qualities. Don't get me wrong, but there is a lack of understanding between the players and the coach and the administration at this problem at this time. You get what I say? So that's what I'm saying. It is the best time to be playing Copa, especially in this zone. Ecuador. Felix Sanchez, the coach, him have issues.
The Mexican them have issues, but once them see them fans,
Yeah.
and ball come out to play, them go put out the best, especially when I see thousands of people.
Pause, Mr. Daniel. Stick that point, and that is important for us to get the first start in the game so we can overshadow all of that aspect. Remember, them are gonna see them green and white and black and them, them look color. Them are gonna see that. So them are gonna pump up, them are gonna motivate. You get what I said, to start the game positive. So that's what I'm saying. The first 15 minutes, it's important for us to be the team on the front foot because I don't know if you can go back the semi-final. What happened in the semi-final? We conceded in the first 5 minutes, and what happened after that?
It's because of the mentality of the players or the coach set. Because the first goal to score is because of the mentality. The players should have run. Once the ball is up, players see a run come back forward. A long time to defend them goal.
Yeah.
The goal is like one newborn.
Yeah.
Wow, not to touch it. Not to put it around the 18 yards. So we attack, but we see the players and remember that.
Yeah.
I think either Bell, I think I try to kick out the ball or so, and they must miss.
I think Adishan Bernard over there, and that's one thing. If I remember, but I think if Adishan was on that side, Yeah, it happened over on the left hand side.
And the team them just stand up there and watch.
Yeah.
Where them the midfield or what defend them for run go back a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is the attitude of the team. You saw half the ball team in a happy.
Yeah.
Have to go back in a farm, even though the team them attack. Yeah, but once the ball reaches, they say I have to go back and shape out in a farm, bro.
Yeah.
To get back. That's how you rate the discipline with Mexican. It no matter what, them are gonna run out breathless.
Yeah.
A ball reaches us up, them are run go down there, brother.
Yeah. But two more, before I go. Look, they want me I go select my key players for in each areas. So you have the defenders, you have the midfielders, the most important players that must turn up and at least play to their full potential to help us get through this game. When I look on the back line, I said Pinnock. If Pinnock can bring his leadership, and I think this is one thing Pinnock probably need to improve on a little bit more. I think Pinnock need to be a little bit more vocal in that back line. You get what I say? So so I think with him and using his left foot and have that present 6'3", 6'4", very tall. He's very balanced on the ball. He can carry out the ball in our back three. I think he's going to be one of the most important players for us in that back line. And then in the midfield, we don't know which player will be playing in that midfield, as the coach picked so many players there. But I want to say, Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid as the man that been playing in these games over. Whoever playing in that midfield, probably I think Bobby Reid will play in that midfield. We need a big game from him. Yeah, we need a big game from Bobby Reid in the midfield. When you look on the wing, Demari Gray must step up because the semi-final that he played, what he did, I'm not going to fault him a lot for that, but he should have at least picked it up because he's a professional player playing England. he just stayed out there wide, and it's the easiest thing for a winger to get marked out of a game.
You know, that again, it come to all the coach plan and the way they want to play.
Yeah.
Let's say, say, pick it up and try. It can be the psychological part of the game and the plan of the coach plan it.
Yeah.
He's not going to speak it up, he knows that the team are going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But me, you have to see them really unleash themselves. Run the team, the coach, like decent team, a quality side. Quality side. I will see what the players they can offer, can do things.
Yeah.
With the ball and off the ball. It's all who the behind the players.
Yeah.
Who are coaching team. The philosophy of the coaching have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a national team. Yeah, coach will give me some be a good man.
So what would you be your key players going into that game? From the defenders to the strikers. Those 3 to 4 key players, that must be performing tomorrow, for us to really get something out of that game.
Key player, Pino.
Yeah.
He's one of the key players.
Yeah.
Palmer, Casey, Palmer. I'm going to have to be a key player to this. We're going to play in the midfield here. That's going to really be control the whole of the game.
Yeah.
The midfield.
Yeah.
The coach, you made play the midfield, but that area, Casey Palmer, I don't know who is him going to even know if the coach is going to go. Karayan, so.
I'll probably go with Kirayan. I feel like a Casey Palmer and Louis will go tomorrow.
Louis will go in the midfield.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. So who are going to put the ball in the back of the net for we now? Antonio.
I trust Antonio with the Mexican.
Yeah.
But Antonio has a bit of dribbling skills to carry the ball forward and they push forward with the ball and can get great at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
1, 2, great, the ability we can come. See the Gray and Palmer combination. I go think that.
You know what could be one of the things we need to improve though. Is when the game reaches 68 mark, the man normally get tired, And that's the right selection have to come in from the coach to bring on the right player in that moment to help enhance. And so when you bring on the players, the standard of what they pan, it not drop.
Coming on, all my team that sit with the on the bench, you have Low, you have Latibody here, you have the Cephas, you have the Cayenne Dixon. You know what I mean? Our team really lack, bro, at the midfield of it. We can control the game, slow down the game. You know what I mean? So, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to be the team of a lion there.
Yeah.
If you have a key man on the bench, see me.
Yeah, we must have that energy coming off the bench as well.
Yeah, if you have a key man that can control the midfield, I can make some.
I see that as Kieran, to bring that extra energy to the midfield. I think Kieran sees that player too, But me really want to see him on the bench, but I just definitely know say this game I start from, as the coach normally do. I just think he's that player, can come off the bench in that midfield area and actually give some extra energy, that extra buzz, that positivity of getting up. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. But hopefully, tomorrow though, the goal scoring, it won't be an issue, on our side. Hopefully, Mikel Antonio can get those goals that he's really looking for. He scored against the US already. But him still owe that big performance. Yeah, he still.
He not gonna score tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you need a big performance tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah,
but me hear for the grapevine still, me hear that team maybe forward back in 19.
that man.
That man, he's that guy. That guy.
When I said that guy, brother.
Yeah.
Say somebody tell me today, say, yo, don't be surprised. And today somebody tell me that, Say don't be
when I say I'm saying not for I say look and see when I go shopping. But I mean see this Copa thing as a big something.
Yeah.
I really vex say yo this the Copa here would have been the time where you feel whisper child. You can't miss them big something here, brother.
Yo,
yeah, miss.
You see all my boy not in the Euros, Alaba, and which part him there? Right on the bench. Right on the bench him there. You get what I say? The boss injured but the man there right on the bench with him national team. You get what I say? You know say the Euro.
I think he must captain of that one boy.
I think I'm the captain, but because him injured Arnautovic, a captain of the team.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But for sure, the Euros. When you look around, man, it all started from the African Cup of Nations and the Asian game, where you see players going to play for the national team in the halfway of European season. That's for sure that the commitment coming from other sets of players around the world, and then you look at the Euros. How much times we can watch the Euros in the day and then watch Copa in the night. Like it just drop and select in the right moment of time. You get what I mean? And it's and then the Reggae Boys will be on the scene as well. So I'm even hearing some English youths, some youth who support Chelsea that I go watch Group B because they want to see what Kendrick Pye is going to do. So everybody have them like a favorite player and them like a favorite team around the world where them are going to watch me. Even hear it from the man them talk about Euros as well, that London Donovan them are going to bleach in the hours in the morning for watch Copa America. The other rest of man Daniel Sturridge them said, him are going to bleach. Him are going to wake up and watch some of the Reggae Boys game as well.
Bro, I mean I tell you. Right, bro, go fix them art. I'm gonna say no with whisper, bro.
Yeah, but
this club player, I would have break him out bigger than when they big, with him talent.
Yeah, because Chelsea people will be looking for him.
Bro, me I watch Yaman and the youth name Williams, Nico Williams and Spear, the man name I play.
Yeah.
16 and 18.
Arda. Look at Arda Gula for Turkey.
I make because of foolishness, I missed this.
Can't miss this.
But the point you can boost your stats, that boost your price, or make a key pay the club.
And it can widen him shopping here in terms of clubs want loanies.
Yeah, bro, you see you in the Copa. You play against them team in a Copa and a practice match. And a friendly game and a Gold Cup. Everybody watch the Gold Cup.
No, and everybody watch the Gold Cup, brother. The Copa, like you hear the coach say, Copa is even watch more than the Euros, brother. Like it's prestige, it's worldwide, brother. At 10 World Cups come from CONMEBOL alone. 10 World Cups. You get what I say? So it's a prestige show, and it's.
Remember, I think the South American countries have more people.
Yeah, you see the South American, you have a lot of, even though you have more countries in Europe, but I just think the viewership with over here in Americas, join North America and South America together, the viewership is crazy. Latinos is most of Latinos dominate the Americas here, so their viewership is crazy. And then look at the viewership going to come from outside. So yeah, it's right up there with the Euro. it's right up there with the Euro. You get what I mean? I said to be that second most prestige tournament behind, you know, the FIFA World Cup. Yeah. Bro, it's gonna be like that throughout the world. Most of those teams, you know, Colombia, Ecuador. All right, look at Evo last year when we played Guatemala in a Cincinnati. Oh, Guatemala full up the stadium.
Even the friendly will play Ramo.
Even the friendly. Even the friendly. They play the Ram. Brother man. A true man. You know, so it's gonna be 3 away games in our group stage. So, you know, we're looking forward for it. And as you said, you get the best out of the Reggae Boys when they play away and when they play against the bigger teams. But they have more chances in this game against Mexico more than such a long time. You know, them man them saying this is the worst generation of players for Mexico, but we still can't take them like because them still possess a lot of quality than what we really have. You know, the midfield.
We can't make the worst.
We can't make the worst. Can't get that other thing.
Quality team. I'm not think Mexico them can rough up our backline. Wipe on the backline thing, but with defense.
Yeah, so yeah.
You know the last World Cup game, you know, they really have somebody who could have sit down in the midfield, you know, bro. Mexico dead, you know, bro. Korea give them problem for no win, you know, bro.
Yeah.
Really, I give them problem for no win. It's just somebody who can orchestrate the man them the right way and settle the thing. We don't have that one them on the field yet, bro. To settle the game and calm down the players them around it.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
From the midfield there. Mexico could have get beat. We get chances in that game.
But we just feel like we just considered too early in that game, bro. Like it just changed the whole dynamic of the game. We just can't concede so early. But reason why we have problems with that, we not have that mentality as yet. We develop as a core that we can bounce back from these early goals to concede against these big teams. And that's once you make Mexico score early and the fans start go ole, you start get the Mexican wave. I done, brother. You get what I mean?
I do feel so. No matter what, as algorithm so big, I am the coach.
Yeah.
But think it not to get them money though. But I really show the thing. I'm telling you, the last World Cup game I would play. For me, see, and them scored 2 points. Remember, we had take it to them in the brother.
Yeah.
We still not go forward.
Yeah, we still not go forward. Still did not go forward.
You see me?
Yeah,
on the likes of the team, they look shaky in the brother. We have to go forward with it.
I just the midfield let down still. I just the midfield they let down still. The midfield let us down big time. Big.
Mexico and them fear, brother. Them fear we bro. I'm telling you the truth. Them fear Jamaica. As we are gonna have it easier than them tomorrow. Them have them funds, yes. Them have come on and play for you, them funds, did it?
Yeah.
But them as a bigger country than we are, better football in history and everything.
They might get something tomorrow.
Under more pressure.
They might get something and run up in a something
Come
tomorrow.
out with that A game down we. That's why I must say if our games come out and show them say, oh, we can match them energy.
Yeah. They might get something tomorrow, man.
But we're not the ball, we're not going to shy up for the ball and sit back.
We have
we can structure the team.
Yeah.
As a 2-4-2 Canada used yesterday. If you structure the team like that, I will play exactly like
if Canada play Mexico yesterday, then beat Mexico.
Yeah, bro.
Then beat Mexico. If Canada didn't play Mexico yesterday, then beat Mexico. You know, but someone in the chat, you know, Avis, what, you know, how you pronounce it. They name their preferred starting lineup and they name Kanye Boyz Clark in the goal. As I think this is a big issue, you know, Andre Blake out in Copa Americana. This is a lot of people, you know, kind of undermine this, you know, this is a big issue because when you look at the standard of where Andre Blake is at, to find the next goalkeeper, bro, you have to go way down under the ocean to find somebody. Trust me, as much as Bobby can do him thing and Boyz Clark did it, but the quality is not there, bro.
Keeping here.
Yeah, bro, it's not there, bro.
I'm tell you somebody. You're still in there, say, who me really miss the idea, nothing with
Blake, my youth, Blake, brother, because.
Watching by the Canada game, where they see them and the ball.
Yeah.
See, bro, the man also,
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, Blake.
Confident when him up when a ball forward and says,
Blake, brother.
He love the city.
Blake, man, Blake. But I'm glad him in a squad still. Can help the goalkeepers them, help motivate them. But them are gonna need more than that running up on the pitch because boy, what can I expect tomorrow? Some Canada fly off our goal tomorrow. But one thing though, talking about goalkeeping position to Daniel, they having their own issues because they leave out Guillermo Ochoa and then they pick a goalkeeper, the Club America goalkeeper, Maligon to play, and he injured, and they have to win. They went for a 32-year-old, Acevedo to replace. So they as well have issue because when you combine their goalkeepers, they don't really have much caps to get around 9 caps.
Well, I think it's this thing. I gotta put this, Say, beat them. Beat them. See that?
The man.
The team at this time.
Like, bro, the man them have the 3rd, 4th, and 5th choice in the squad, brother. So, why?
What Pedro can over and Tony I don't know what we play together. Because I'm good while now and Tony and Pedro to play.
True, man. True.
Could tell you one last Pedro and Antonio.
But you can imagine Pinnock, Antonio, Casey Palmer, Demari Gray and the pitch at the same time, and then and some would really start like it tomorrow because of coming off of a calf strain. I don't know how important how close East is. To 100% because as I said, good player, played well in the last 2 games, but I'm just looking at his calf strain, Pino. I don't know if Pino if him ankle act up because since Pino came back for Brentford, Pino played the whole 90 minutes, all I gave him 90 minutes. So I don't know what did happen. They say he just probably need some fathers the rest some time off, but Lati did injured. Lati have a calf strain, so I don't know how serious that was. But as I said, brother, Pinnock, Wizarding, and Bernard is a good combination. It's that.
We in that case we have high quality as
yeah.
Set piece.
Yes, I think I just say I look fine at Daniel. I just say I look hurt next again. I think you hear when man says set piece. I feel like I just say I'm hurt Mexico. I don't think we are going to play football tomorrow. The first thing the man say I set piece. I don't think we are going to play football tomorrow.
We're going to get the set piece. We have to play ball now again. But now I don't still sorry really about like a good agree alone really, but we need a good player we can like.
Yeah.
Have the ball glue on them foot.
Yes.
That team miss somebody we can have ball glue on them foot.
Yeah, somebody that can love the ball and take care of the ball.
Like a Hutchinson,
yeah, Hutchinson. Boy, if Hutchinson if Hutchinson did come on for the right side right now, such man came down that threat. But look, Daniel, we're gonna catch up back again as tomorrow the big game, the big game will start in 15 minutes. The Clásico del Pacifico, Chile versus Peru. It's a big derby game.
Yeah, line up to watch it right now.
Yeah, so it's going to be a.
Did you ever watch it now?
Yeah, man, me go jump off a stream and watch that game as well. You know, it's going to be a very good game.
Yeah, man, the Canada show or the Canada game.
Is it? But you know, appreciate your forwarding and all the reason and about the game.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna take in them game and see what them team are play.
Yeah.
The Peru and
Chile.
The Chile them play similar.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show came up either tomorrow you have up on the show and thing and go up on.
Yeah, tomorrow we're supposed to, tomorrow I do live tomorrow, man. I want to sack them on ball game, man. They are seeing me, man. Tomorrow.
Yeah, man, you on the gram?
Yeah.
You need to go live more. You need to go live.
Sometimes I think, bro, it's the work schedule, and then my two youth them came up from Jamaica the other day, so so I feel try balance out the thing. You get what I say? I feel try balance out the thing. So and I like say, like if you realize throughout the week from last week, me had to be live. From last week, I literally almost like every day me had to live. Like Saturday with the 2 live, I think. Sunday, I think I had the 2 live. So you could see like I have the time when I do the live. You get what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometime, bro, trust me, be that father figure. Sometimes it take away sometime a lot of the time, and then you have to make sure say you maintain the financial status to take care of the youth. Then you get what I say? So sometime and I like say yo, me no want to do it, but sometimes just out of my hand. You see it just out of my hand, especially now when my two youth then living at the US so it make a little bit more, a slight little bit more easier. You get what I say? Because then they right on my foot. You see it?
Yeah, man. But I say a while ago, did you see that? I Liverpool here, bro.
No, man, we don't support Liverpool, man. United, we support. Nah, United, we support man. The Red Devils, man. But yeah, man. Just my channel name. I just look for up on the gram everywhere. Get me. I say so many on Instagram. Nicola Media House. Yeah, so many on the gram too. You see.
So taking a Chile.
Yeah,
taking. See what the team them play.
Yeah.
I'm look at the team and analyze them ball and but see if we can do the same thing.
And then I'm glad Ecuador and Venezuela play before us tomorrow too. I'm glad all them are play before us so we can actually watch them. So we actually see the team them are on for. So we see the two team them where play yesterday, and we're gonna see the next two team we're gonna play 15 minutes from now potentially can face in the quarterfinal. Potentially a quarterfinal. So yeah, people, we're going to watch this, this big game, they call it Clásico del Pacifico, yeah? The game against Chile and Peru. But yo, Daniel, look a bit, is it respect? Yes, people, the two warriors them are gonna play the man them where the two countries on the right on the edge, looking over to the Pacific Ocean in South America. The two red and white. I don't even know what them call. Peru again. I don't remember what them call Peru, but I know Chile name is La Roja. I don't remember what them call Peru. Calling the red and white, something like that. Yeah, call them the La Blanquero Roja, the red and white. Yeah. But yeah, people, I'm actually out. At this moment, going to watch that game. The Copa America is such a prestige tournament, watching football from 9 a.m. in the morning. 4 games a day. And then when the Copa America start to play the doubleheader, which is tomorrow, the first doubleheader, it's just going to be a whole lot of football from 9 in the morning and then 9 in the evening. Oh my God. I love it. I love this summer. It's going to be like this for the next couple of years. Next year I'm gonna be it's just next year again I'm gonna be so jam-packed. The summer. You have the FIFA Club World Cup and then you're going to have the Copa America. So the FIFA Club World Cup will be on the eastern side of the US and the Gold Cup will be on the western side of the country. So then the next summer, then at the big thing, hope people, if you don't have a visa, try on the best and try get one because 2026 is going to be a documentary. Trust me. Look, hopefully, I can live, to see Jamaica to 2026 World Cup because if we manage to get there and I have health and strength, and everything can really get what I want to do. I have to do a documentary myself about that because look, you have people that witness 98 two decades now and them not see about that glory again. Me experience 2026 or whenever I come, but I know it's going to be 2026. It's going to be a movie. Trust me, that's going to be a movie and I want to document that as a documentary. That's a lifetime achievement. Growing up in Jamaica, remember watching the 2002 World Cup. Yeah, I even remember telling the elderly people, the man them where I watch a game, them, yo, wake me up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Doesn't matter if I forgot school. Time I used to go summer school just to start, January's at the time, so used to wake up man and watch a game and then go school man and then come back home and ramp and sleep and wake up and 2002 was a joy. 2002 was a joy. I remember that World Cup. I remember that World Cup like yesterday. That was my first World Cup. I remember like yes, that's the one that stood all the way from 2002 come right till now. It's just to see that and that's how I started to support the love for Brazil. Even though I want to tell you the honest truth, people. I tell you the honest God truth right now. Growing up, love watch Brazil. Brazil are the team that I support in the World Cup, Copa America. But you see the older I get, I'm grew up and support Manchester United. Yeah? But the older I get, I kind of find myself adrift away from my love for Brazil and my love for Manchester United. I think I'm getting so more closer to the national team, the Reggae Boyz. Yeah, that's where my love, is going mostly 100% right now. I even back in the days I used to love Jamaica as all I love, but just to have the national team play at this level now, I'm just like there's no reason I should be supporting another national team, so I'm getting a lot more closer supporting the Reggae Boyz and my love again for Manchester United is kind of actually fading away, to be honest. At this moment in my life, I don't know, age, I'm getting probably a little bit more knowledge surrounding what's really going on, but I'm getting so ever close to Arnett Garden, my boyhood club that I grew up watching. Yeah, so many past histories, that I can remember, supporting the red and black. Yeah, I don't have any memories of me supporting Manchester United. So, the days where I used to beat up my gum and I talk about Manchester United, I think those days are coming to an end. And it's taking its time, it's just drifting away from the Red Devils as I'm so close to finding connection to where I can find the connection from a player. I can go up on my phone, buy a ticket, and go to Arnett Garden game and feel like I am a part of the family. I never went to England and I don't think I can actually, get that feeling because I'm not from that environment, that ecosystem around Manchester United. I didn't grow up in that. So, I grew up just 5 minutes away from the concrete jungle. Yeah? Just 5 minute drive away from concrete jungle where can support Anic Garden. So I just feel like, probably when the World Cup come, I just find myself there's no more affair, there's no more love, that affection with the Brazil team and Manchester United. I'm sorry, but that's where my love is going. Manchester United and Brazil is just taking its time, shifting away from, my body, So Arnett Garden and the Reggae Boys, that's where my heart is really with right now, 100%, Look, since the Premier League season has finished, I don't watch one news or any vlog about Manchester United. I just 100% commit to the national team. I rather the national team break my heart, than supporting another country where I don't have that affection. I don't have a family member who live in Brazil. I never went to Brazil, even though I would love to. It's an amazing country. The way they accept. Some part of the country accept. The black community. The black history of the country. I think Brazil is still one of those countries in the Americas that still holding on to that side of their history, So I'm not really want to go there, but yeah, Arnett Garden and Jamaica, that's where my love is. That's where my love is. That's where the commitment and the love is right now. The affection, red and black, the Reggae Boys. So people, never watch a game, they game against Chile and Peru, the Pacifico Derby. So people really appreciate everyone on the live. As it, I think it should be support your local community. That's what build the English Premier League. Every individual who live in around England support their local club. Support wherever city they're living. So it's time for the people that live in the diaspora. You know, where if you love local football, I know sometimes it's hard to watch at times, in terms of like the facilities, the quality on the pitch can be really sad at times, but I think, you should find yourself attached a little bit more closer, to the roots, in your country where you see that you did a born there, you have family members there. So if you come from the Jewsland community, you come from Tivoli, wherever you live, you want to support. I think we, all of us in the diaspora should find that close touch with the football back home, so we can help give it that highlight and give them that viewership. The broadcast, we get bigger and the players will benefit from it as well. So yeah, Arnett Garden and Jamaica, I'm thinking right now. I care less about Brazil at this moment, and I care less about Manchester United. You know, can't wait for that day where I'm 100% in it. But you have to just take your time. Just like a someone that smoke weed or smoke cigarette, you just can't stop on a given day. Like you're just going to just sudden stop after so many years of doing that. You know what I mean? I just so step by step, step by step, step by step. But yeah, people, bless up on yourself. I really appreciate everyone in the chat. Massive support to everyone. Keep supporting the video. Keep liking the video. If you're new, please, if you like the content, you can also subscribe to the channel and then you will get your notification whenever Nikada Media House comes out with something new. Tomorrow is the big game. I might go live before the game, but let's see. Let's see. But let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I go live, but I might. But I think I don't think I can sleep tonight. I think tomorrow is a workout day for me. I'm just having that thing where I just can't. I was from Monday, more Friday for come because there's no work for me on Saturday. Just because I know that Saturday will be that day, and then West Indies play tonight as well against the US. So I'll be watching two screen, the US versus West Indies and Peru versus Chile. So people, I'm out.